Assalamu alaikum everyone. You are watching Science with Asan Badhan, and we were solving the latest paper of November 2025, Physics paper 1 and part 2, question number 2. A car travels at a constant speed of 14 meters per second along a road. A says calculate the distance traveled by the car in time of 30 seconds. Use the formula distance traveled equals to average speed into time taken. So the formula is given already. We will use this. So the speed which is given in our information in the question, which is 14 meters per second, and the time is given in seconds, so we do not need to convert it. Just use the formula distance equals to speed into time. Speed is given 14 meters per second into time given 30 seconds. So we'll multiply them both to get 420 meters. So the answer will be 420. 2B, the question says the driver of the car sees an obstacle on the road ahead and applies the brakes. Which of this is a description of the thinking distance of the car? So if the driver sees the obstacle and applies the brake, we need to tell about the thinking distance. Okay. Here are 4 options. Distance traveled between applying the brakes and the car coming to a stop. Is this thinking? Instead, it is a braking distance, so it will not be the answer. Distance traveled between seeing the obstacle and applying the brakes. Excellent. So this is the answer. And our answer will be for part BI, number B. For B2, which of these factors would increase the braking distance of the part B2 says which of these factors would increase the braking distance of the car. Option A says car traveling at a lower initial speed, driver being tired. Number C, own tires on the car, a dry road instead of wet road. So our factor is for braking distance. So for braking distance, our answer will be own tires or braking system. So we have the answer for part B2. The answer is C. Say the only factor that affects both the thinking and braking distance of the car. Obviously, that is the velocity of the car. Velocity or speed of the car, which is the factor for both the thinking and braking distance. Let's move on to number 3. This is a simplified diagram. The electrical wiring in a house. There is a circuit given which is parallel. A current larger than 32 ampere flows with the sockets. Describe how having the circuit breaker in series with the socket protects the house. So we are having the circuit breaker in the series circuit. Okay, so how it will protect the house. Okay, so this is how a circuit breaker works. When there is a excess current greater than 6 ampere, so the electromagnet in the circuit breaker is magnetized and it opens up the switch, making the circuit incomplete. So there will no current flow due to this. So our answer will be if the current in the circuit is too high, it will magnetize the electromagnets in the circuit breaker, making the circuit incomplete. And the second point is, if the circuit is incomplete, then there will be no current flow. So it will isolate the device from the circuit. Okay, moving on to number B. A student suggests that fuses could be used instead of circuit breakers. Give 2 disadvantages of using fuses instead of circuit breakers. So fuse is like one time usable, so it cannot be reset, and it is obviously slower than circuit breaker because a circuit breaker works instantly, but a fuse has a filament. Fuse has a thin wire in it which melts, then the circuit will stop or circuit will break. So it is slower compared to a circuit breaker. The first answer is fuse cannot be reset or reused, and fuse is slower to melt and break the circuit. Then the last part of question number 3, explain why the wiring in the house includes an earth wire. So earth wire is mainly used whenever there is an excess current flowing on the circuit. So it will take all the excess current to the earth, and it will make the devices, electrical appliances in the house safe. So if there is excess current flowing in the circuit, so the excess current flows through the earth wire that we are using, and it makes safer for any electrical appliance. So this is the end of our video, and we'll be continuing this question paper. So subscribe our channel and wait for our next video. Thank you.